Hey, Mr. Allred, and we have some practice problems here dealing with complex numbers, and it says write as a complex number in a plus bi form. That means with a real and imaginary component. So we have three problems here. A is 7 plus 5i minus 8 plus the square root of negative 4. So there's some like things there we can combine, but first of all, let's put it all in the same form. So I'm going to move the 7 and the negative 8 together. They're the real parts. The other part, 5i, will go with what is plus the square root of negative 4. And remember the square root of negative 4. We can take the square root of 4 being 2 and write the negative outside as an I. So I can combine the real parts, 7 minus 8, as a negative 1. That's the A. And the imaginary parts, 5i plus 2i, would be plus 7i, and 7 being the b there. Okay, negative 1 plus 7i. The next one, part B, is 6i, and that's times, parentheses, 5 minus 4i. So I'm going to use a distributive property here. Okay. So 6i times 5 will be 30i. And then 6i times negative 4i will be negative 24i squared. But keep in mind that, okay, we'll have 30i, but I squared is negative 1. So that'll be 30i minus 24 times negative 1. So if I look at this, the negative 24 times negative 1, that's actually positive 24. That's the real part. That's the A. And the 30i, that's the imaginary part. That's the B, the 30. Okay, so 24 plus 30i. C, the last one, is two complex numbers multiplied together. It's 4 plus 6i, and that's times 8 minus 4i. So I'm going to use the full method here. 4 times 8 is 32. That's the first. The outer is 4 times negative 4i, that's negative 16i. Inner, that would be 6i times 8, that would be plus 48i. And last would be 6i times negative 4i, that would be negative 24i squared. So let's see here, as we clean this up, we can combine the I parts here, the negative 16i and the 48i, that will be 32i. And then what we have out front is still 32. And then we'll have negative 24, and the I squared becomes negative 1, so negative 24 times negative 1. So I'll have 24 plus 32, that is 56, and that's the real part, that's the A, plus 32i, and the 32 being the B. So I wrote all of these as a real plus an imaginary part. Thank you.